I was gifted tons of beautiful peppers at the end of the summer, and I had a few growing in my garden as well, so I decided to make a big batch of pepper jelly. Now, here I used bell peppers, banana peppers, jalapenos, and lunchbox peppers. All of those work beautifully, and any other kind would work just fine. Now, when I know I'm going to be standing and chopping for some time, I do two things. One, throw on my headphones and plug in Audible or a podcast, and then I also make sure I have a really sharp knife. So I go ahead and sharpen my favorite knife because we are going to be with each other for some time. Now, here I like to do my peppers really efficiently, and the way I do that is group my peppers by size. So here I have the lunchbox peppers and the jalapeno peppers. I cut off the stem end and I cut from top to bottom, and then I put those in a pile, and I put all of the discard stuff in another pile. Then I take each pepper, and with my hands, I go ahead and pull out the membrane or the ribbing of the peppers, as well as the seeds, and continue to add to that discard pile. I don't get too OCD about the seeds. I don't really mind if a few of them are in the pepper jelly. I just try to get most of them cleaned out. This is much easier to do by hand than with a knife, just because these are really small peppers. Now, if you are using jalapeno peppers in your pepper jelly, you want to be really careful because jalapeno peppers have a membrane and they have seeds in them that are much spicier. They're much hotter than what's in normal peppers. And this is the part that if you get this on your fingers and then you touch your mouth or your nose, you will have a stinging sensation for quite some time. So really try to avoid touching your face. So I have my piles of pepper halves and my discard, and you can see I even have some seeds in there, no big deal. And I throw my little peppers into my mixer, my Cuisinart, and I pulse them a few times to chop them up, but I don't really like to do this for the big peppers. I don't like the uneven chop. So for the big peppers, I take my bells that have been rinsed off, cut from top to bottom, and then I just use my hands and pull out the membranes and the ribbing that way. And there I have half a pepper all cleaned out. So I do that for both sides. Now, the other way you could do that is use your knife and cut a little triangular shape at the stem, and I will do it again here. You'll see. The reason I don't like to do that is I tend to lose a lot of the pepper when I cut. So watch. I'm going to cut both sides, pull it out, and you can see that I tend to lose a little more pepper on the stem end than I like to. So I tend to use my fingers and I just pull out the ribbing. Now again, I don't mind too much having some ribbing in there. So I take each pepper half and I slice them. And then I take all the slices together and I chop them. So if you have done this really efficiently, it goes quite fast. You have your large peppers, you cut them in half, take out the membrane and the seeds and the stem, put all your halves in a pile, and then go through your halves and just, if you have to clean out anything else, you can do that then. Cut the slices, turn those slices, and then you're going to chop. And this goes quite quickly. So I'm just adding all my peppers to the pot, and if any seeds get in there, no big deal, but putting all my peppers into the pot. So slicing, then taking all my slices together, turning them, and chopping. Again, sharp knife is your best friend here. So this pepper jelly comes together really quickly and easily. It just takes time to chop. And if you head on over to this website, you will find the recipe. She has nailed it. If you know the Harry and David pepper jelly, you will see that she's really nailed this recipe. So head on over there, check it out, show her some love, and make this pepper jelly. It makes great gifts for Christmas or hostess gifts or just for your family to eat.